At like 3 pages. 1,
Okay.
2, 3.
Can I start? Okay, sir. Didi suggests Gopal Gandhi or Farooq for praise, but no call yet. Oman cop pulled out of moving train. A student protest army's new requirement scheme. POI remains India's most trusted news brand. Trusted, yes, sir. Times of India remains India's most trusted news brand. Return router instant. No decision to abolish teacher ability test. Work on underground section of metro begins. Parents should counsel girls about sir. Can I read this small?
Yeah, PPU not
Okay.
PG teaching.
PPU not for yes, sir. Okay. PPU not for PG teaching at 21 Constant College. 8 crops hurt in attack in East Champaran. RJD for long-term opposition perspectives. JDU needs to face action for anti-party activities. Sarwan. Case of heart stroke up in Aurangabad. Record loading for Lychee for Muzaffarpur station railway station. Woman constable injured on snatchers arrested. 10 lakh jobs. Aspirants in cities coaching hub upbeat. Okay. Patna, the center decision to fill 10 lakh vacancies across various ministries and departments has received hope of thousands of job aspirants who prepare for several years to get a Sarkari Naukri. The announcement was the focal point of debate among aspirants in the coaching hub of Patna, including at Vikna Pahari and Rajendra Nagar. Hundreds of coaching centers in this area are preparing thousands of aspirants for jobs in bank, railways, and other government jobs. I am very happy. The mission of 10 lakh jobs will surely benefit me, said Suraj Singh, a student preparing for SSC for the last 1 year. I want to qualify the exam as it will assure me a safe government job, said Priyadarshini, 24 years, a commerce graduate. However, all aspirants have not high hope for the announcement. It seems to be nothing more than a poll propaganda. The promise made by the government will just remain on paper, said Nishu Kumar, an SSC aspirant. They are ready to get even non-skilled job in government sector, said one of the coaching center administrator. Done, sir. Thank you.
How audio learning gives an edge in competitive exams. It's working. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Krishna Kumar. How audio learning gives you an edge in competitive exams. The COVID-19 pandemic induced online learning. However, now we know that There are several technical, psychological, and operational challenges in online education, although students and teachers have gradually adapted to the new normals. While the sudden transition was tough for everyone, online education is an excellent way to continue learning. Even the government's online platform swam saw over 1 crore enrollment in less than 2 years. Amid the uncertainty, audio course become the savior for high school students and aspirants aspiring for competitive examinations. Simple solution. Audio learning is the most. Yes, sir. No visuals. Yes, sir.
Many of the teachers voice record NCRT via other books that provide audio
Like a song, like a song.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Simple solutions. Audio learning is the most simple and way, convenient way of content consumption. Sorry. Auditory learn auditory learners retain over 75% of information they hear as compared to what they read. Several websites and apps offer customized courses to facilitate study materials, but going for audio courses is the best way to help cover more syllabus, and it is less stressful. Students also prefer this learning technique as they simply listen instead of spending hours instead instead of spending hours reading their textbook to make notes. Following following are some of the benefits of audio courses that will make students understand the importance of auditory learning better. Convert non-learning time into learning time. Time management is essential for every learner, given the vast syllabus. The students are under a lots of pressure to cover all the topic before examination, and auditory learning is the one of the most way to relieve them of this stress. Audio courses save them a significant amount of time as the student can listen to podcast audio books while doing any physical activities, enabling them to manage their time better. A study shows that a student opting for audio learning reaching their study goals faster. Is effective. Auditory learning helps students retain more information. They can listen to a lecture repeatedly as a process is convenient as compared to spending a long hours reading different books. This technique is more effective as it keeps students and engaged. However, reading a book the entire day can be really monotonous. As a result, the learner are more interested and can concentrate, leading to better outcomes. Quick revision. Audio courses explain a topic in a simple language that is easier to understand. They assist the learner in memorizing faster as they can repeatedly listen to them without any physical and mental stress. Auditory learning. Adapt. Yes, sir. Available for all students. Audio courses are available in all disciplines and languages, which includes the entire study material. Therefore, students don't have to worry about missing out on topics or subjects. Auditory learning helps visually impaired students learn effectively and aids students from rural areas to listen the podcast in their preferred language. In the end, education is the education is what matter and not the language. Audio courses are the perfect way to address the digital divide. Like any language, techniques successfully implemented of audio learning into curriculum required a thought, thought out strategy. However, once the students are settled, audio courses can be much more beneficial as compared to traditional techniques. Over time, auditory learning has gained popularity and right so. The author is co-founder and CEO of Khavadi. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, means the new dimension is coming. To score well in chemistry. Okay. Easy ways for senior secondary pupils to score well in chemistry. Chemistry नहीं है. यहाँ से यहाँ etc.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Yuvraj.
Hmm.
Easy ways for senior secondary people to score well in chemistry. Examination have always been the yardstick of assessing the academic excellence of students. It is due to this very reason that the very mention of the word examination frightens most students. However, the fact is that scoring a higher percentage in examination is not so difficult if students become methodical in their studies. Today, I am going to share with you the easiest way of mastering chemistry of senior secondary level so that you may score better not only in your board examination but also at the JEE and other competitive examinations. Always bear in your mind that chemistry is a scoring subject. It is rather difficult to twist question in chemistry. In other words, you can say that most of the questions are factual and student can learn them easily. Student preparing for JEE should bear in their mind that their performance at physical chemistry depends on practicing numerical questions. This does not mean that theoretical and conceptual questions are not so important. The basic thing is that students need to master mole concept, law of equivalence, redox balancing, stoichiometric calculations, etc. Thank you. We have to start from for the examples.
Good morning, everyone. For JEE mains aspirants, the NCERT. Sir, I'm feeling better from here. Okay. For JEE mains aspirants, the NCERT syllabus of physical chemistry at +2 level is sufficient, but for JEE advanced students needs to practice such numerical questions that include more than one concept. This can be done by practicing previous year questions and also by solving questions from some standard books like O.P. Tandon, G.R. Batla and Sons publication. Now moving into organic chemistry, I personally feel that students must gain a considerable mastery on reaction mechanism, which is said to the heart of organic chemistry. Without command over mechanism, you will find it difficult to solve questions. In this section, organic chemistry covers a large section of questions at the entrance examination of engineering. You need to learn by heart the product of every reaction of syllabus. If we take a look at the questions of previous year's examination, we find that questions were mainly from direct mechanism. This includes topics like trends of acidic, basic strength, stability, order, nucleophilic and electrophilic strength, etc. Along with this, you must
not ignore isomerism, especially stereoisomerism. Hence, again, I would say that you can use any standard reference book for JEE Advanced. Finally, coming to inorganic chemistry, I would say that it is completely factual chemistry. Mastery in this section depends on memorization power. To improve this section, one should have a good hold on the few chapters of physical chemistry like structures of atoms, chemical bonding, redox reaction, etc. This section becomes a bit tricky as it is not always possible to remember the concept. To overcome this problem, students should make a chart of the difficult topics and remember them at the time of examination. The writer is chemistry teacher at the Loyola High School, Patna. Thank you. Loyola High School, Patna. What? No, no.
The last. Oh, my friend. 9 students, Central University of South Bihar. Gets placement. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. 9 Central University South Bihar students.
Good morning, everyone. I am Vishal Kumar, and today's news is about 9 students got placement in CUSB. Patna. 9 students of Central University of South Bihar CUSB secured job in campus placement held recently at the university headquarters at Bodh Gaya. CUSB Career Counseling and Placement Cell Convener Atish Prasad said while 8 students were selected for the prestigious Gandhi Fellowship by Parimal Foundation, 1 student was selected for the post of campus associate with Azim Premji Foundation of Wipro. Giving details, he said that Shubham Kumar, Prem Mani Kumar, Suraj Kumar, and Ritesh Kumar from Social Work Department, Garima and Aradhana Tudu from Mass Communication Department, Shivam Kumar from Political Science Department, and Ashish Kumar from Pharmacology Department have selected as research fellows under Gandhi Fellowship Scheme at Primal Foundation. Jitendra Kumar of Political Science Department has been selected by Azim Premji Foundation at annual package of rupees 4 lakh. Students receiving Gandhi Fellowship will be given a monthly stipend of anything between rupees 16,000 and rupees 25,000 depending on their places of posting for the first 2 years. They will be entitled to get phone allowance for accommodation, travel allowance, and medical insurance. CUSB Public Relations Officer Mudassir Alam said that Gandhi Fellowship is a 2-year fellowship program under which meritorious students with interest in social subjects are selected from well-known institutions from India. Gandhi Fellowship believes that youth have an important contribution in nation building, so Primal Foundation includes the spirit of leadership in scholars. Under the fellowship program, students have to go to 5 schools falling under their work area and interact with about 1,000 children and their parents and teachers to make them aware of important information related to education and health. Thank you. USB is Central University of South Bihar. Central University of South Bihar. Its headquarters is located in Bodh.
Very important. This one. Covaxin booster shot ups efficacy against Delta. Formulative.
Covaxin booster source UPS efficacy against
एक मिनट,
Delta.
ये थोड़ा मजबूती से पढ़ो, इंपॉर्टेंट न्यूज है, सबको पता चलना चाहिए. पढ़ो.
Covaxin booster shot UPS efficacy against Delta. New Delhi New Delhi, a booster dose of Covaxin broadens its efficacy against the Delta variant of uh, the Delta variant of the SARS CoV.
नहीं, थोड़ा देखो, फिर अटक रही हो तुम, इसको फिर मजबूती से पढ़ो, फिर से पढ़ो, फिर शुरू करो। A booster dose of Covaxin, फिर से शुरू करो।
New Delhi, a booster dose of Covaxin broadens its efficacy against the Delta variant of the SARS Covaxin virus and protects against Omicron variants.
स्पेलिंग पढ़ो।
BA.1.1 and BA.2, a study conducted on hamsters by Pune National Institute of Virology (NIV) show. Researchers compared the efficacy of Covaxin after the second and third dose against the Delta variant and also studied its effects against the Omicron variants in a siren hamster model. Protective response in terms of the reduction in lungs viral load and lung lesions were observed in both the second as well as third dose of Covaxin. Immunized group in spite of the comparable neutralizing antibody response against the homologous vaccine strain in both the dose 2 and dose 3. Reduction in the lungs disease severity was observed in the third dose immunized group post Delta variant challenge, indicating the involvement of cell-mediated immune response also in protection, the paper said.
चलो, ये degree program for years. Okay. Education Ministry. This one. Education Ministry to come up with a special 3-year degree program for Agniveers. Special. Special.
Good morning, all of you. Education Ministry to come up with special 3 years degree program for the Agniveers. Yes, sir, Agniveers. In order to enhance the enhance career.
Enhance means बढ़ाना.
Career.
Enhance. आगे बढ़ाना.
Yes, sir. Career. Prospected of the
Prospects of Agniveers.
Agniveers under and
Agnipath scheme. Agnipath scheme.
Under the Agnipath scheme and the equip them.
एक मिनट रुको. About Times of India. News about Times of India. This one. From here to here. Times Group, Delhi's most trusted.
The survey is also testimony to the trust ensued by the Times Group of newspaper tied at number 2 with All India Radio is the TOIS publication, The Economic Times. In general, in India, print brand were more prominent at the top of the trust scores than other media, with the exception of All India Radio and BBC of All India Radio and BBC News in the West, as the evident from the USA and UK example. The pattern was very much the reverse, with television brand topping the trust charts. This isn't entirely surprising, given that India had highest pro- proportion of the response, 49%, who used print media as a source of news.
Thank you. The practice करो. Five G impact traffic to teaching. Okay, this one. Okay. Different aspects. How 5G will influence on other. Loud here slowly. Yes, sir.
Good morning to you all. Today's news are as follows. 5G impact, traffic to teaching, factories to farming. Why high-speed data services can transform how Indians work, learn, and live. The government has announced the rollout of the transformational 5G service, which will bring about a revolutionary change in communication with benefits spanning various sectors.
Those who will not accept the change. Accept the change. No place in the society. Very harsh. Yes, sir. Very harsh, very rude. We have to expect it. You have to accept. You have to accept technology. And the rule is for your people and me also. But if I will not accept the technology, you have to follow the infrastructure will not support. Nobody will help. You have to know. Right? I'm a very good teacher, but I don't know how to take the class on Zoom. I don't know how to take class on Zoom. I don't know how to share it. You will be able to continue. Nobody can help. I'm in the good books of the teacher. But even they both can help. So this is the format. If you can't take the class on Zoom. So who will be taking? Full relation रहेगा. लेकिन हमको जगह नहीं. This we all need to understand.
Besides spurring economic growth, 5G is essential for Industry 4.0, enabling rapid digitalization in India, a fillip for education and healthcare. The pandemic underscore.
Yes, sir. Consumers. From that perspective, we have to. No, you will be after some time in education. You will be on the other side of the desk. That you will be employed in Zoom. You will be employed in Zoom. Now you are supposed to provide service. You are supposed to provide service. Now you are on this side of the desk. So you are the consumer also. Right? Yes, sir. After some time, you will go on the other side of the desk. You will be the employee of the Zoom. Right? Now, how you will perform your job and what skills and all the qualifiers that is required to run Zoom. That is all we do. Because that perspective change. But more people have to change on the other side. How you going to provide the Zoom features? How you going to add features to Zoom? Yes, sir. हम लोग जैसे इधर 3 साल के बाद या 6 साल के बाद आप जस्ट उधर चले अब आपको जूम को प्रोवाइड कराना है कस्टमर जरूर है आप कभी चल जाएंगे फ्लिपकार्ट के डेस्कटॉप साइट फ्लिपकार्ट में जैसा आपकी साइट है और हर में अब आपको साइट पे जाके से नाम बात ठीक है तो फ्लिपकार्ट कैसे रन कर रहा है कैसे क्या फोटो आ रही है कैसे हो रहा है ये सब आप मेंटेन करना पड़ेगा आपको यस यस उस तरह से ट्रेन को बोल
Yes.
5G and all.
A Philly for education and healthcare. The pandemic underscored the enabling nature of digitalization in most sectors, but more so in education and skilling. With the enhanced mobile broadband (EMBB) feature for 5G, the full potential of digital education can be unleashed. Expanding on PM e-Vidya, it can deliver high-quality educational content through mobile applications to every student in the country. 5G will also provide a major impetus to the digital universities. Vocational training programs delivered in the phygital mode can improve the employability of youth and women by providing hands-on experience and reducing on-job training time. In healthcare, the ultra-reliable, low-latency communication (URLLC) feature of 5G will enable the user-friendly point-of-care diagnostics and the creation of much-needed connected ambulances. Along with mHealth, 5G will also significantly improve access to world-class medical advice, resulting in better follow-up care. A hospital-run private 5G network will enable even a handful of doctors and nursing staffs.
Hospital 5G. You are doing job. You have to run the hospital in the 5G. Yes, sir. ऐसे अपने आप को दिमाग में बोलो पता कैसे एग्जांपल पूरा कर पा रहे तो जैसे ही है सॉफ्टवेयर ले रहे हैं वो प्रोसेस को बहुत आसान बनाया जस्ट द क्लिक एंड क्लिक एड्रेस असला है और वन डे यू विल गो ऑन द अदर साइड ऑफ इट क्लियर अरे क्या नाम है यार
A hospital-run private 5G network will enable even a handful of doctors and nursing staff to provide quality care to hundreds by monitoring their vitals while simultaneously maintaining electronic health records. Next-gen banking and transportation. For financial inclusion and the banking sector, both EMBB and URLLC features will play significant roles. India has already become a world leader with the Unified Payment Interface (UPI). With the help of Geospatial Information System, we can reach the next level of simple, seamless, and secure payments, such as one-tap payment and cashierless store models. Similarly, the payment bank model can be expanded through increment step towards a completely mobile formal banking system. This will enable citizens to securely access various bank facilities through a virtual branch experience, thereby enhancing the banking population of India. In transportation and mobility, the massive machine type communication feature of 5G can prove to be a game changer. A network of EVs and charging can be created, optimizing and the availability of the cost effectiveness of EVs ecosystem. Integrating initiative across transit system like FASTags for toll and entry tax can not only improve efficiency within the transportation sector, but also reduce our carbon footprints. Alongside the launch of the drones as a service ecosystem in India, the URLLC feature will be crucial for navigation and drone traffic control. Meanwhile, ports across the globe struggle with long waiting times and inventory congestion. Using the MMTC and URLLC features, we can turn these challenges into opportunities. The deployment of machine vision with software-enabled automatic guided vehicles can help in better port space management. Friend of farmers, bedrock of Industry 4.0. In agriculture and renewable energy, farm can be equipped with a diverse range of sensors to continuously monitor the factors impacting the health of crops. Even small farmers with little virtual training can improve irrigation efficiency as well as crop yields through 5G. Renewable energy farms especially wind and solar, already deploy numerous sensors, but because they are in remote regions, there is a delay in response. With 5G, their response time and efficiency can be radically improved. In manufacturing and industry, the impact of 5G will be most visible and tangible. Here, 5G private networks will be the cornerstone of Industry 4.0. These networks connect an array of Internet of Things, sensors, and devices and automate the scheduling of various processes based on intelligent algorithms. In manufacturing factories, such networks can improve efficiency by estimated 2 to 4 times while reducing carbon emission. However, these gains are not limited to manufacturing sector alone. Any industry that is able to digitize and schedule processes will be able to leverage many benefits of 5G. Efficient service delivery, safer public spaces. In governance and public safety, service delivery and citizen engagement efforts can be improved with faster and safer digital identity verification. This will in turn enable faster implementation of direct benefit transfers and other such schemes. Real-time automated monitoring of public spaces and traffic using city-owned private 5G networks will improve public safety and congestion in India's metro cities. Deployment of IoT-based system on similar networks using the network function virtualization feature of 5G will improve the efficiency of projects under the smart cities mission. Thus, every feature of 5G has numerous use cases across key development sectors. We need to embrace and leverage 5G to realize the vision of technologically savvy India. Thank you.
Job crisis. Okay, loud and clear. Job crisis.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Deepak Sinha. Today's topic is job crisis. The job crisis, low skill and high skill job can be created, but not without BJP and open
Opposition.
Government working
Together.
together.
Government of India.
Government of India announced that on Tuesday announced that a million people will be unemployment is a problem. 1 million jobs at one time. One time is a small help when 5 million people annually join the labor force, which is 430 million strong estimates on unemployment level vary depending on whose statistics. One agree with government tells push jobless 4.6% for June 2021. Crime April 2022 data says push jobless at 4.6% for June 2021. Crimes April 2022 data says the rate is 7.4%. Even when government data for 2022 comes, the gap won't change much. Youth unemployment is
Estimates.
estimate between
CMIE.
CMIE and government so even whether
And GOI is Government of India.
Government of India should even whether gaps wider gaps all those the period of survey and the ego and the age group cover are not the same. It is
Striking.
striking that the 12.9 percentage in while CMIE April to 2022 data shows 42 percentage for the 20 to 40 age group and 12.7 percentage for the 50 to 90 was
25.
29
25 to 29 cohort.
Some conclusion can still be drawn. There is a big youth unemployment program. Unpaid work is increasing the quality of non-while collar job is declining. Self employment a disparate choice for and the real wages and being failing that no spec recons that even a economic growing at 7% can be itself solve its job program should
Shows.
shows how much as economy has changed
Structurally.
As an Azim premise
Premji.
in Premisi University, a study showed over the last decided the impact on total employment for every percentage point increase in GDP has been just 0.1 percentage. India not an out there in the world banned a study showed that in most countries that share in minimum fetching in total employment dropped between 1994 and 2011, including countries where the manufacturing sector expanded its proportion in GDP growing automation will sometimes expand output without adding jobs, but there are two
Concrete.
things India can do. First, any obstacles to creating low skill manufacturing jobs need to be removed. PLIS are not enough central of a state policy by themselves are not enough. There has to be joint central state policy making. Second, a chunk of manufacturing near future job will be high skill and only a central state coordinate effort I can make skilly India youth young reality if quality one allows such cooperation politician should know the future can be dire opposition party with recants job as BJP weak point and BJP with recons something trumpeting official data is in notes are both guilty.
Thank you. Okay, what to your next class now?